I've done a lot of videos on the Super Duty, and this is by far the cheapest one I've tested. I've done a lot of XL models, but they all pretty much have the STX package, and this one is an XLT, and it's considerably cheaper than those trucks. Now, I'm here at Larry H. Miller. They do have this truck sold, but I want to do a quick video on it before it left the dealership. So be sure to reach out to Tim if you are in the market. And let's go ahead and start with the window sticker. There's a spec of the truck here with the colors. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment. Down below, the options are listed. 430 rear end, so this is going to be technically max tow for this truck, and that is a locker, by the way, too. Tow technology package is right there. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this does have a 10,000 pound gross fuel weight rating, which comes standard. A few other things listed, so you do have that 360-degree camera package. Destination is right there with a total price of $63,450. I don't know about you guys, but $63,000 and some change seems like a pretty good deal for a capable truck like this. For example, you were not able to get 360 camera in the past. This truck does have fog lights, tow hooks up front. There is an availability to get LED headlights. And if you want, you can get a black appearance or a sport appearance, which will paint the bumpers and change the grills and the headlights for you to LED. Off to the side, decent style wheel wrapped in a Bridgestone Jeweler tire. And it's going to be an LT 275 7018 solid front axle. This one already has the running boards down below. And I don't know if you guys saw on the window sticker, let me just check it real quickly. Yes, you do have power for the mirrors. You have cameras on the mirrors too. So if you're towing a trailer, those cameras will come on for you potentially. I'm not sure on these lower trim levels, but I know on the Lariat, it'll give you a nice view going down the side of the truck here. And despite people not liking these steps, I think the steps do help the overall appearance of this truck personally, with the long beds especially. 48-gallon fuel tank, and this is weird. I've never seen a F250 with an overload leaf spring. Now, when I showed you guys the window sticker, I didn't see like a camper package or a high capacity trailer package or anything like that, but this truck does have an overload leaf spring. I don't know if it's because of the long bed or whatever, but maybe someone could let me know in the comment section, because that's my first time seeing this truck without an option that would add that to this configuration. Steps out back with parking sensors, class 5 receiving hitch out back too with a light that shines down, backup camera. They did redesign these mounting points for your chains too. It helps to get those bigger chains in here. 4 and 7 pin. Now this bed tailgate is not assisted. However, you do still have the step built in. 5th wheel prep package, so you're gonna have a 7 pin and a 12 pin for your cameras. Bed lights are already a part of this package, LED. A mix of LED and incandescent bulbs in those tail lights there. FX4 gives you those skid plates. And let's go ahead and pop the hood and talk about the 7.3. In the past, if you want the 7.3, you had to upgrade from the 6.2. If you're looking at a XLT up, this engine does come standard. I also believe that 4-wheel drive comes standard as well. So there are some nice enhancements that they've done, especially when you think about some of the technology aspects of this truck too. 430 horsepower, and you did get a bump in torque, so 485 pound-feet of torque. They did do some updates to the intake and a few other things to this engine, so not only do you get a more updated 7.3, you get the technology, you get that 10R 140 10-speed transmission, and this one has 430, which gives you that max tow, so you should feel a pretty confident feeling when you're towing a trailer with this truck. Power windows, power door locks, and you see that right there? Center console. Power seat to move it forward and back with lumbar. However, the back support is going to be manually operated. Telescoping steering wheel, and decent storage. And although I will say this does look like a work truck model if you look at a Lariat or up, but this is not a bad design in my opinion. And as I showed you guys on the outside, you have power mirrors. That was a standalone option. I'm really happy that Ford gives that to you as a standalone, because sometimes people just want certain things and they give that to you in this build here. Electronic parking brake, which I'm not too happy about. You do not have push button start. And then your screen here is a little bit smaller, but you do get great information. One of my favorite things, I show this pretty often because it's something I was hoping Ford would do someday, and they've pretty much done it now. You get your measurements, which gives you your engine coolant, transmission, and engine oil temps in the same spot. They give you one for your battery voltage too, and then they have like a more clear screen right there. But this is my favorite thing about this truck here. I like having information, especially if you're towing. Like, that's why I like that information, because if you're towing, I think it's like what, 100 and something degrees outside today? Yeah, 113 degrees is showing right now. It was 117 when I got in the truck. But 360 camera view, you do have just a single climate control here, so you don't have dual. That locker was an option, but this truck was option with it. And then you do have a few drive modes. So if you want to get the best fuel economy you want, they do have that eco mode there. Same thing goes for tow haul mode, normal, slippery roads, and then off-road. Okay. I personally like the center console as opposed to the bench. 2 USBs down below with some storage. This is lockable too. And then you have some of your buttons for traction control, downhill assist up there, a little bit of storage up top, and then you have your 12 volt and the 120 volt plug, because you have an inverter with this truck. A little bit of storage on the side of the seat here. Now this seat's going to be manually operated. The only thing I do see missing is no auxiliary switches. With LED lights, you still have that sliding glass out back. .60/40 bench still. Flat floor out back too, with some seat back pockets. Air vents, 2 USBs, more power plugs. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the payload. That's probably one thing I don't like about the key. You have to remove it every time you leave it in the ignition. So here are the numbers. So gross axle weight rating up front is going to be 4,800 pounds. The rear is going to be 6,340 pounds. 10,000 pound gross fuel weight rating, and all in payload 2,796 pounds. Now you can upgrade the gross fuel weight rating to like 10.4, 10.5, 10.8, 10. I don't know what it is. I can't remember sometimes, but that will increase that payload to probably over 3,000. So be sure, if you are building a truck, discuss that with the dealership. But special shout out to Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. If you are in the market, be sure to let these guys know you saw the video. They do have trucks coming in every day. Some people are backing out of their deals, so you might have a chance to pick up a new Super Duty from here. Later.